Put the ball in Derrick Rose's hands and let the MVP go to work. Rose starts at the top in a horn set, then dribbles to the empty side wing. The bigs come up to set a double screen, but he can reject it and drive baseline for the finish. One screener dives to the rim on the drive, giving him an option inside. If Rose uses the double screen, the high screener can slip for a quick pass and finish at the rim. If he stays to screen, one big rolls and the other pops, giving Rose two options. Coming back to the top, if Rose sees a driving lane, he can attack and finish himself, or kick it out for three if the corner help comes. The handler starts on the wing as the other guard uses a screen at the elbow and cuts inside. If the pass is there, hit him for a catch and shoot or catch and drive. If not, he continues along the baseline, uses a double screen on the other side, and comes out to the opposite wing, while the big sets a ball screen for the handler. If the guard comes open, hit him for three, or attack the closeout off the catch. Instead of passing to the shooter, the handler can go into the two-man game with the big. The handler can drive to the rim or pull up for three, or hit the big fading to the short corner for a mid-range jumper. The handler can also reject the screen, drive baseline for the finish, or pull up off the drive. Rose starts at the top and passes to the big at the elbow. If he's open, the big can shoot or drive for the finish. Rose moves through the wing to the deep wing, as the other guard cuts baseline for a possible alley-oop from the elbow. If Rose loses his defender on the way to the wing, he can get the pass back and take the open three. Rose can also come back to the big for a handoff and drive straight to the rim. If he takes the handoff toward the top, the opposite big comes over for a quick pick and roll. Rose can hit the rolling big for the finish inside, or attack and finish himself. If Rose doesn't make the initial pass to the elbow, both bigs drop down to screen for the cutter and shooter. Hit the shooter on the wing for a catch and shoot, or find the cutter for the finish inside. Rose starts at the top and passes to the big on the wing. If the defender goes for the steal, the big can drive off the catch and finish. Rose then moves to the opposite elbow and sets an off-ball screen for the other big, who cuts from the wing for a possible finish inside. If there's no opening, Rose comes back for the handoff and goes into the two-man game. He can drive for the finish or kick out for three if the defense collapses inside. Another option is to return the ball to the big after the handoff for a mid-range jumper. If Rose skips the initial pass to the big, the opposite big goes down to screen for the corner shooter, who comes up to the wing for a catch and shoot. If he's not open, Rose moves toward the opposite wing, uses the big screen to cut to the rim, and finish with the alley-oop. Rose dribbles from one slot to the other as the shooter uses the high post big screen to move to the opposite elbow. If he's open, hit him for the mid-range jumper. If the screener loses his defender after the screen, he can get the pass and shoot from the high post. Rose then uses the swingman's screen coming up from the low post and can pull up if he's open, or hit the screener for the finish. The swingman then sets another screen for the big, who cuts to the rim for the finish. If there's no opening, the big continues along the baseline to the opposite corner for a catch and shoot. If that's not available, the swingman goes into the two-man game with Rose.
Bull, trailing by 2. This is the first they're seeing of Oklahoma City here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them.
been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now here's Rose. The three from Korver, and he's good on the three.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Noah kicks to Rose. To the inside. And Boozer season, but Greg, how quickly can players on new teams grab onto the new offense and defense of the new teammates?
It's rare in this league that you don't go to a team.
Go up against this Celtics team.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game.
We'll open up the floor and find our range. Stay tuned.